Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Saturday. It is new moon in, I keep seeing Aquarius, but in my diary it says Capricorn. So we're going to go with the energy of things coming in that are going to feel fresh, feel new, beginning of the year. So I feel like for these readings, there should be new beginnings. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been a crazy lady this morning because I did it to myself, of course. But I have an in-person IET session coming at 10:30. So I got up this morning and I've been cleaning my house like a crazy lady because I haven't really vacuumed the floor in a while. You know, the holidays, like you're so busy for so long and then it's like decompress and then things kind of got a little out of control. And so, so I defunked my house this morning and then I jumped in the shower. So here we are. I've not prepared any of the pick a card piles. So we're just going to do this together, honestly. So this is probably going to be one of the pick a cards where, well, it's just different. It's going to be completely different. I'm not completely different. There's 3 piles. Pick 1, 2, or 3. If you didn't look at the picture, I'll pick 3 Queen of the Oracle to use. I will hold those up. If you didn't see my, good morning, Melissa. Hello. I know it's been a while, honey. Welcome. If you did not see my video yesterday, if you didn't watch the replay, good morning, Darlene. Please take a look at that. I actually talked about what I got going on next Saturday, which is integrated energy therapy basic level class. So there are the materials. You get a book, you get all the information. All you need to do is just bring yourself a snack. Other than that, I'm looking forward to that. For those of you that are not in my area and you're like, but Melissa, I'd really like to take IET. I'd like to learn IET, and you have to learn it in person. So no matter where you are, you have to learn it in person. So if you're not in my area, which is Central New York, and you can't like travel to where I'm holding class, that's okay. If you go to learniet.com, you'll actually see all of the practitioners that are practitioners of IET, master instructor, people who can teach IET at the, like myself, all the way up to the advanced level. And then you do have to find a master instructor teacher that can do MI level. So in our area, we have Sheila Tillich, or the beautiful comparable Sheila Dixon Tillich, and she's in Rochester area. She makes it super simple because she does it in a weekend. So it's 2 8-hour days for the MI, and you can always take she does weekends, which are really cool. She does basic Friday night, and then Saturday she does intermediate, and then Sunday you would do the advanced level. So it's a whole weekend. So if you want to go spend time with her, check that out on her website, SheilaTillich.com, because I know that she has her events up also. So that's what's going on with IET, as well as individual sessions. So if you wanted to book your session, you can just go to my website. Check that out. You can book with me. If you're part of my membership at the relationship recovery level or the spiritual awakening level, don't forget to use your 50% off coupon. All right. So that is what we got going on right now. Really looking forward to it. And then for those of you also in person, I will be doing mini readings at the Eclectic Hedge in Wheatport on February 5th. All right. So today we're here about the new moon, and we're going to do the pick a card for the new moon. So this new moon, again, I'm the armchair astrologer, right? So if you really want more information, please find an astrologer who's been doing this a while, someone you resonate with. But this pick a card is going to be all about new beginnings. Basically, where you're inspired to make changes or to go in a new direction, a fresh area, fresh energy coming in with this new moon. So not only is it the beginning of the year, but this new moon is also bringing in beginnings. So wherever you're feeling inspired to make a change, you're going in a new direction. That's what this reading is going to be all about. So these are the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stephanie DeMarco, and we're going to use this to start us off with. I did not pick any cards because I've been crazy woman this morning. So we're just going to do this together completely today. So this video may be a little longer than we're used to, but that's okay. I've got the rest of my coffee I'm going to drink and spend time with you. But where are you being called? What are you being inspired here? So 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. All right, so let's do this like that. All right, so really, really, really looking forward to today. I hope you're all looking forward to today. And these energies really are bringing us into the new, into being inspired, maybe even re-inspired in a direction. So really looking forward to see where these readings go. But if you're really feeling like you're being inspired to make a change, this new moon energy is absolutely going to be supporting that. Definitely supporting that. All right. Pile number 1. Yeah. You're walking away from the fear. Whatever fear is coming up for you, you're walking away from the fear. That you're ready to be inspired to go in a new direction. You're ready to release the fear. I feel like this has been going on for a while, guys. I don't feel like this is new. I feel like this is just validation that what you've been going through since the last new moon has and will continue until the next new moon, has been walking through fear, making big changes. So I feel like for those of you with pile number 1, if the big changes haven't started, that you're going to be making some big changes because you're ready to walk away from the fear. You're ready to let go of the fear, like having the hold. It's like you've gotten to the point with the fear of whatever the situation is, or whatever fear is blocking you. It's almost like, I am so tired of that story. I am so tired of that feeling. I am just done. Like, I am just ready to walk away from it. So I don't feel like this new moon is bringing you any profound, like, this is what we're doing. I feel like you've been kind of slipping into it. And now it's just this new moon is going to like bump you over the hump of making the change that you need to make. So letting go of the fear, walking through the fear. All right, let's dig deeper into this pile number 1. Ooh, yeah, just like I was saying, because you're tired, you're done. You're like, you've been in this energy for a long time or situation for a long time, and you're just like, I'm over it. I'm done. Where I've been not respected, where I've not been taken care of, loved, seen, heard, I'm just done. And I do feel like maybe, the person who was supposed to love me or the person who was supposed to have my back really didn't. They really didn't. I thought they did, but they didn't. And I'm now getting that validation that what my feelings were are very true. And I'm ready to look forward to the next. I'm ready to not hold on to what would have, could have, or should have been. I'm ready to move on into new energy of excitement and expectation, and getting in touch with what I want, who I am, what my gifts and talents are. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to release what the situation was, or what the energy was around what was not supporting me, what was not loving me. So pile number 1, this is all about you really getting into connection with yourself. Oh gosh, because you're tired. Look at that. Wow. Hammering this message, hammering it. Yeah. So you're tired. You're tired. You're done. It's like stick a fork in you. You're done. You're ready to turn the corner. You're ready to let go of what didn't serve you. You're ready to let go of where you weren't supported. You're ready to let go. And just walk away. You're just ready. Like, again, this isn't anything that I feel like any of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, what is she talking about? I feel like you've been going through it. I feel like you're coming to the end of the decision-making process, or settling into the decision so that you can make the move you need to make, or you've made the move. And this is total validation that it's time, because the only thing you got in that situation was fear, manipulation, abuse, just nothing that served you, And you're so ready to leave it, pile number 1. You're so ready to move on. And why are you ready to move on? Why are you ready to not be stabbed in the back anymore? Why are you ready to get up and be energized? Because bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is the wheel of the year, or the wheel of fortune is coming in for you, supporting you, and you're feeling the change. You're feeling the newness. You're feeling the fresh energy that's coming at you, that you're wanting, that you're ready to step forward, that you're ready to move into. And this may be a year-long process of really finding yourself. And for some of you, finding yourself again, because whatever the situation was, whatever the relationship was, you may feel like you lost a part of yourself because you gave up so much. You poured from that empty cup for so long. But this is why you're walking away. Because you now have the energy and the self-preservation to move forward so that you can start coming into abundance. You can start having safety and stability in a way that you thought you were having it in that situation, but it wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. All you were getting in that situation was the fear and the manipulation and the abuse. Family, friend, work, partner, whatever it is. And for some of you, again, I'm not saying anything that you haven't been, that niggling feeling in the back of your mind, right? And for some of you, it's like validation that you did make the right move because you've already made the move. And you're now recognizing how much of yourself you were losing or had lost because you had been giving from that empty cup. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to come into for some advice. Oh, we want that one definitely. Yeah. So for some of you, you are now coming into vulnerability and freedom. And this is a good thing because, again, you're tapping back into your own power. And to be vulnerable is to be powerful. Where maybe vulnerability was seen as a weakness in the situation or relationship, you're now realizing that it's your superpower, your empathy, your compassion, your love that makes you seem vulnerable. But it's really the where you get your freedom, where you get your empowerment, by being truly yourself, authentically who you are, what you bring to the table, which is why the situation or the relationship was drawn to you in the first place. That's why you were hired for that position, or that's why that person chose you to be their partner, because there was something about you that was so special that they wanted in their life. And then when they got it, it needed to be controlled, or they were so afraid of losing it, they held on way too tight. They didn't give you the promotion because they didn't want you going anywhere. Yeah, because it's now time to come into joy and contentment. And you can only do that by going in the direction that you are inspired to go into, where you feel good. It's time. It's time. And for some of you, that may feel like a dream, right? To have joy, to be content. That almost feels like an unreachable dream, right? An untenable dream. How do I get there? Because I've been in such a difficult situation, fighting and clawing and striving and driving for so long to help everybody around me. How do I get to this? Well, through this, through allowing your vulnerability to be your empowered freedom, to drop down into your heart and love yourself and stop fighting and driving and moving away from anything that's making you fight and drive. Because they're trying to keep you in this, and we're walking away from this. Pile number one. We're walking away from that. All right. Let's get some angel answer cards. Oh, good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Hope. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, and so ask your angels for guidance or support or anything that you're needing right now, especially if you're in a situation where you don't feel like you have the resources or the foundational support, safety, security, stability. For some of you, you need to ask your angels because you're going in a new direction where you're going to receive those things, where your safety, your support, your foundation is in another direction, in a new situation, a new relationship. And for some of you, that relationship is within yourself. You've got to love yourself before you really can be a partner to someone else. So ask your angels how that has, what that looks like, or how to do that. Remember, they have the guidebook, right? They have the map. They have the map. And all you have to do is drop down into your heart and tune into the map. Some people call it the Akash. Some people call it the field. But your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters will absolutely help you in bringing that to you. Oh, Mandy, thank you. All right. What else? Because that's what I'm feeling here. For some of you going through this, you do feel alone. You do feel isolated because the situation you're coming out of isolated you. And so right now it may be important to have your faith and to pray so that you know as you're making these changes, you're not alone. Yeah. You just have to believe because they're there with you. They're there with you. Hello, Ward. Believe. And look at that. Metatron's Merkaba is right there being held. You are being held in Metatron's Merkaba. You are safe and you are supported. And all you have to do is set your intention, send up your prayer, whatever your faith or your belief system is or your connection. All you have to do is reach out. We have free will, so we do have to invite them in. Request a most benevolent outcome. Tom T. Moore. 21 days gratitude journal. You can read more about that. Dr. Wayne Dyer. So there's a lot of support, guys. A lot of support. All right, pile number one. We're just going to get one more card here. I'm going to go really high vibrational frequency. I think we're going to end these readings with the dragons. Oh, and we got one that really wanted to flip out. For those of you just joining us, we are doing the pick a card for the new moon energy, and we are still in pile number one. Oh, welcome, Vangelique. The dark blue galactic dragon helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. There it is. There it is. And I did it, didn't I? I do it all the time. I shuffle the cards before I'm done. All right. So, but if you believe, ask your angels, reach out because they will help you. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Yes. Yes. Call in the dark blue galactic dragon to help you. Good morning, Charlena. That you don't have to go through this alone at all. And especially for those of you who do feel isolated, that maybe your family members aren't there for you, or, you know, maybe your friends haven't really been around because of the situation that, you know, had you pushing people away. And so now it's like until they recognize that you have made a shift, and they will return. Those of you that really, truly love you will return. But until then, call on the angels, call on the dragons, call on your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, because pile number one, you're not alone, but you're being energized into this new vibration of really stepping into what lights you up, but you have to let go of anything that is fear-based that's in your life. And this is how you do it. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Erin. Hello, Suzanne. Good morning, everyone. All right, we are going to get into pile number two. Pile number two, resistance. Yeah, you're releasing resistance. You're ready. You're ready. So anything that's coming at you that doesn't feel good, any blockage that you're feeling, it's being like they're showing me kind of like jumping over the hurdle. Like you're just jumping over the hurdle. There's no more resistance. The energies are opening up for you. And now it's going to be important for you to be able to see where the resistance is, recognize that, yes, this is a blockage, but not have so much, give it so much power. Like see it literally as a step. It's just something I have to step over. It's not something that's going to stop me. It's just something that's going to make me pause, and I'm just going to step over it. But the resistance, I feel like, is coming in because it's showing you where you are powerful and giving you that opportunity to just step over it and not let it like stop you. So this energy is really coming in with this full moon to say, you know what, that used to be a huge insurmountable mountain, and now it's a little step. I just have to overstep it. I feel like this resistance is, you're coming out of it. Like you're coming out of any resistance. Like you've done the work, you've well, let's dig in. But yeah, I feel like this resistance is you see how the trees and the growth are coming out of the fist? That's what I feel like. Like the resistance might still be there. The blockage might still be there. The problem might still be there, but you're not seeing it as a problem. You're not seeing it as the big hurdle that it used to be. You're finding ways to grow through it or work around it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is pile number 2. We're doing the pick a card. Oh my gosh, I got like something going on with my, all right. So let's find out about this resistance, shall we? Let's dig deep into this. Why are you able to now just work around it, grow through it? Why is it not stopping you the way it was? What has changed within you? At the end of the day, it comes down to you're just over it. You're just over it. You're just over whatever was in your way. Like you're like, I'm just over it. Like I'm not that person anymore. I'm not in that space anymore, emotionally, mentally. I am now just, it's almost like you have found that inner wealth of wisdom, pile number 2, that's really allowing you to be able to see the bigger picture and make the choices and decisions that allow you to just work through whatever is in your way. It's not stopping you anymore. And you're doing this because you're tired. You're tired of letting it stop you. You're tired of not reaching your goals. You're tired of being put down. You're tired of the blockage. You're tired of feeling like you can't. And so you've gotten out of your own way. And for some of you, it's because you've allowed yourself to partner with your divine masculine and your divine feminine, like come into balance in a way where you've been able to embolden yourself, empower yourself, get organized, let go of the unworthiness. Pile number 2, I feel like a lot of you, the reason that you're able to do this is because you're just ready. You're ready for that new purpose. You're ready for that new road. You're ready to achieve that goal. And the resistance that was there was old. It was just really, really old. Like it was an old idea or an old negative thought pattern that you were just ready to be let go of. You were just like, I'm done with it. And it's because you've been transforming. So since the last new moon, going into the next new moon, like this whole next few weeks, like you are just transforming. You are just finding ways around anything that says no. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to be able to look at things from a different perspective, have fresh eyes on a situation, see people for who they truly are, pile number 2. It's time. It's time. So let's go to the bottom of the deck and see why. Why is it time? Why is it time? And I actually have just lost, where'd they go? I have a pile of cards here. Oh, no, oh, there they are. I like put them underneath. All right, let's go to the bottom of the deck and see where this is taking us. The bottom of the deck is, yeah, because you've been learning. Look at that, Temperance. You've been learning. You've been learning, number 2. And you're coming into balance. And this goes back to this. This is why you're able to now really work through that resistance and not let it stop you, but it just becomes a little bit of a blip that you just need to overcome. And it's showing you your mastery. It's showing you where you've become more in balance with your divine feminine, your divine masculine, and also learned how to control your emotions in a way that's allowed you to transform and step into your purpose. And you're going to continue to stepping into your purpose. You're going to continue to transform. I feel like this new moon is really showing you where you're learning, where you have learned, and where you're going to continue to learn, at least for the next few weeks, if not for the rest of this year. So pile number 2, this is transformation. This is transformation. And you're really coming into it in a way that's going to allow you to move forward in a very empowered way. So let's see where, good morning, Mary Beth. Good morning, Chrissy. All right, so pile number 2, let's get some advice. For those of you coming on, feel free to watch the replay. For those of you who are watching the replay, please hashtag replay. So good morning, everyone. All right. What's the advice for pile number 2? Oh, yeah, because it's time. It's time for you to come into manifestation. Oh, awesome, Cynthia. It's time for you to come into manifestation. It's time for you to come into the higher resonance, the higher frequency resonance that's going to allow you to manifest from those higher states. So where you have felt like you weren't achieving your goals, where you were feeling like you didn't have the support or the resource, like stay in gratitude, utilize forgiveness, change the story, learn what you need to learn. But that is what is coming in for you in this new moon energy, is learning and receiving the manifestations of the energy that you're now putting out. Yeah, because right now the healing energy is coming in to help you with any blockage, especially the ones, again, in the mental body and the emotional body where you felt like, you couldn't or you shouldn't, right? So wherever you were really feeling disempowered, that's what's healing for you in this new moon energy, which is going to allow you to then manifest. So you're moving in a beautiful direction of receiving. And again, it's through the transformation of getting into balance and really learning. All right. So let's look at some angel cards to see where they want to maybe give you some answers about this. Because again, this is a general reading, and so this is going to resonate for each and every one of you differently, especially 3 different piles and then within the 3 piles. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, Kara. Good morning, everyone. I have a couple of events coming up in person. So go to my website, guidance311.com, and check out the events tab for what's coming up. Oh, yeah. For some of you, this is definitely in the area of relationship. Definitely in the area of relationship. So for some of you, this will be getting in connection with your self. But for some of you, this resistance has been in relationship where you haven't felt good enough or you haven't felt empowered enough to manifest the relationship that you're wanting. And I really feel like for those of you who've been on a healing journey and you've been wanting new partner, it's not about going out and finding it, right? It's about allowing it to come in. It's about manifesting it by staying on the healing journey, by continuing to do your inner work and manifest that most compatible partner, not strive and drive to find it, but to allow the universe to join up the dots and bring to you that most compatible partner that's ready for you. And so if you're striving and driving and putting a lot of energy into finding a partner, I would say sit down, because the universe doesn't want you to strive and drive. They want you to draw to you that which is for you, and that higher resonance, that higher frequency, That's where you need to get into and draw in the most compatible partner, someone who's been on their own healing journey, someone who does have a goal that is in alignment with yours. And that's what I feel like this new moon is bringing, pile number 2. I'm just going to get one more answer card. Oh, two more. Two more, because that's what they wanted to do. And I love them. They totally go together. So yes, there's no need to worry. And it is important to remain positive. So remember, remaining positive, thinking positively, stay in high vibrational frequency of gratitude, really imploring forgiveness, which is basically stepping out of a story that just doesn't fit anymore. It really doesn't. And letting go of the resistance of new coming in, or letting go of the resistance of where you have been feeling blocked, pile number 2. But yeah, for those of you maybe who haven't been in partnership in a long time, or those of you who have been in partnership, but it's been difficult and you're now learning or growing and healing, no urgency. There's no urgency. That everything happens in divine time. Divine time is the right time. So if you're trying to will something or force something into a certain time frame, that's always not going to work well. All right, let's get a higher vibrational frequency dragon to see what they want to support with this message as it flips right at me. Oh, this is beautiful. Rainbow dragon brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover, wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. Oh my goodness. And for those of you that this is about partnership, like what I was hearing when I was reading, accept opportunities was, I feel like for some of you, there might be some first dates on your horizon. So yes. And the wisdom that you're rediscovering is your innate wisdom. You're rediscovering the wisdom that's always been within you, that maybe you were shutting down or keeping quiet because it wasn't easy. It wasn't comfortable. But now you're ready. You're ready to make the hard decisions, the big changes, the big choices, because you can see that is where you're going to get the joy that's going to open the new doors. Have trust. Expect miracles. I love it. So work with your dragons. You can call in your dragons. But pile number 2. Didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. Oh, I'm so glad, Maria. I'm so glad. All right, pile number 3. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Yeah, so check out my events tab. I'm going to be starting to put more and more in-person coming together with me in this new year in my events tab, where you can buy the tickets. Because the events are first come, first serve. So if you have a ticket, you get to go to the front of the line. So that's why the events page is so important. And again, IET class this Saturday, for those of you in my area that have been wanting to take it, check that out. And also you can go to learniet.com if I'm not in your area and you really do want to learn IET. There's a practitioners page where you can find people in your local area. And it's beautiful. And we got a lot going on this year. And I'm so excited for each and every one of you being here with me. All right, pile number 3. Growth. This new moon is bringing growth. You're ready. You're ready to expand. You're ready for expansion. You're ready to step into your multidimensional self. You're ready to really develop your extra senses. You're really ready to step into higher frequencies. This is the validation that the road that you're on is going to keep expanding. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep bringing you what you need when you need it. So for those of you who are like, but Melissa, I don't know how this works. I don't know what you're talking about. You will be brought to what you need when you need it. And maybe being brought to this video today was the start of that. that Spirit brings us what we need when we need it, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a book, whether it's a meme, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's someone you bump into who starts talking about stuff that you have been thinking about, but you didn't know other people were thinking about that or had that experience. And then all of a sudden you're, bumped into someone at a coffee shop and you have this really amazing conversation that you never saw coming, right? That's Spirit, synchronicity. Maybe you're starting to see the signs, the repeating numbers, the lights flickering, the radio bringing you the same song over and over again, like really starting to understand that there's more going on than just your 3D experience. It's not just about striving and driving. It's not just about the bank account. It's not just about that. You are now growing into really embracing that there is more, and there's a lot more. So let's dig into this. Pile number 3. Let's dig into this. And for some of you, you're just being brought a new take on things. So maybe you have been in connection with Spirit for a long time, but now you're like leveling up. Like now you're getting into connection with Spirit in a way that's like more or different, right? Forever growing up, I was clairsentient. I was an empath. I could feel the vibe, and then I started developing my other senses where I could hear Spirit. And it was a little unnerving, right? And then I was starting to get crossed over loved ones, and I was stepping into mediumship, and I was like, whoa. And I feel like that's for some of you what this is all about, this growth. It's taking you kind of to the next level of your connection or your expansion. All right. So awesome, Jacqueline. Awesome. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants to bring through. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yes. So again, speaking of clairaudience, some of you really are stepping into your clairaudience. Some of you really are stepping into hearing Spirit on that other level. And that is bringing you into the awareness of messages and guidance for your own life to help you on this journey of growth and expansion, because you are coming into a new path that is taking you higher, that is moving you into what feels like a new step, a new beginning, a new, like if you think of it as like rungs on a ladder or a staircase, like you're going up the next rung or you're going up the next step. And for some of you, it is coming into your clairs, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your claircognizance, your clairaudience. Okay. Because that's the expansion. And when you have developed one clair, so you've been feeling like I did, I was an empath for a very long time. And then all of a sudden I started hearing things. So when you really master one, it's kind of like lifting weights. This is the correlation I make. Like you've been lifting weights for a long time. And then all of a sudden you notice like your legs are bigger because the way you were lifting weights built your leg muscle. And you were like, but I was working on my arms. How did my legs get bigger? Right? That's kind of the same thing. Like I was tapping into my clairsentience, my feeling into things, that it helped me to develop my clairaudience, right? And now I'm hearing Spirit. And then it morphed into clairvoyance, where now I can see, on another level. So this is what this expansion is bringing each and every one of you that chose pile number 3. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you're coming into this expansion, this growth that is taking you into or on a new journey, a new step, a new rung. Okay. And this is going to be going on for, I would say, this whole year. So this wheel of the year is going to keep turning for you. So it's going to be really important for you to pay attention to what you're experiencing. Pay attention to what you're hearing, feeling, seeing, and knowing, because Spirit is bringing you the guidance. They're bringing you the guiding post. They're bringing you what you need. But if you're not getting quiet or aware, and it'll just take longer. It's not like they're going to stop. I mean, I've had Spirit bring me messages for a good 10 years before I finally got it, because I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware. And, I could kick myself afterwards, but that was part of my growth. I had to learn how to become aware. Yes. So be gentle with yourself and have self-care and compassion. So as you're going through this, choose peace, step back, get quiet, be gentle with yourself, because this can be very, I don't want to say difficult, but when you're going through expansion, it is growing you. You are tired. You are out of sorts. You may have headaches. There may be just not being able to people very much, because you're having so much communication with the higher frequencies until you physically, mentally, and emotionally learn how to navigate that. You need quiet time. You need to go within. So this year, there may be a lot of hermiting, a lot of being quiet, taking the time as things are changing for you. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of synchronicity this year. On divine time, flow state, meaningful coincidences. Oh, awesome, Darlene. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Good morning, Kath. So synchronicity is going to be huge for you this year, pile number 3. So it's going to be important for you to not fluff it off or think it's just a coincidence and not embrace it and accept it, because that's what they're bringing you. They're bringing you the synchronicities, because again, they're bringing in the lessons. They're bringing in the teachers. They're bringing in the information that you need. They're bringing to you all the things that are going to support this expansion and growth, but you have to be aware. You have to be open to it. And so when you feel like, oh, that was a coincidence, that was your guides joining up the dots and bringing you a piece of information you need. And they're going to keep bringing it different ways, but they're going to keep bringing it until you get it. So please know that. Please know that. Yeah, there it is. Validation. This is what you're going through this year, pile number 3. In this new moon energy, if you haven't already started feeling the transformation, the expansion and growth, you're going to be. And for some of you, it is going to feel like a new take, because again, Spirit keeps bringing to you that which is for you until you receive it. So if they have to keep bringing it to you over and over again in different ways, they will, until you get to the transformation, until you get to the receptivity. They absolutely will. All right, let's pull some answer cards to go with this message for pile number 3. Yes, because they're bringing you in more information. So and even you can go and get more information. If you're drawn to a book, buy the book or take it out from the library. If you are needing to network with someone maybe who has gone through or is going through or has gone through what you're going through, network. So get more information, ask your questions. And honestly, they're also bringing me this. Right here, I'm seeing this very, very clearly, because you can get more information on the inside. You can go within and get more information. You can always sit in meditation and ask your question. What are you bringing me? What am I not seeing? What did this mean when I saw this sign? And get very quiet. They will give you an answer. Maybe not right then. Might be in the form of another sign, but they will bring you the answer. They might even bring you a person to give you the answer. So ask. Yeah, because it's time. Look at that. It's time. It's time. It's time. And this take action is about you becoming a participant in this growth and expansion. So for those of you who have been feeling it happening or have been allowing it to happen, it's like, now it's like, get off the sidelines. get into the game. So find the book, talk to the people, ask your questions. It's time to get involved in the expansion. It's time to get involved in the growth. It's time to get involved in the transformation. Let's go to the dragons and see what they have. What? Oh, you've got 3. Holy cow. All right. Dark blue galactic dragon helps you to listen to the voice of the universe, ignite the codes of your inner master blueprint, access cosmic wisdom, and enter higher service. Dang. Air dragon helps you to rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. Yeah, you're going higher. You're absolutely going higher. And they're all blue. Like all the dragons you got are the blue dragons. Like crazy to me. Silver dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. And there's a key on this dragon card. So yes, you're receiving keys that are going to help you. Look at that. And I'm also feeling like this blue color that came through very much is also linking into Mother Mary. So for some of you going through this expansion on this journey of ascension who need mothering, nurturing energy because you didn't have that in your early life here in the physical, Mother Mary is coming in to help you heal that inner child wound that needs that nurturing, that needs that unconditional love. So for those of you who really feel like you didn't have a nurturing mother or unconditional love, and this is one of your blockages, call on Mother Mary to come in and help you. So I'm going to just get into the Divine Master Ancient Wisdom, Activates and Connects with Universal Spiritual Guides by Kyle Gray. Mother Mary is one of the Ascended Masters. Who does come through. And she comes through quite a bit. I've worked with her quite a bit in IET sessions that people who have come and have had that inner child wounding. Mary's energy is represented by sapphire blue light, and she's one of the keepers of the sapphire blue ray, which is the spiritual energy connected to expressing your will and also experiencing the light and protection of Source. To welcome her into your world, you can imagine yourself enveloped in sapphire light. Don't worry if you haven't connected with her in the past, she won't hold it against you. She's willing to support anyone going forward. One of the most revealing stories about Mary's divine purpose is the Annunciation, when Archangel Gabriel announced the coming of Jesus. Mary was sleeping one night when she was woken by a figure of divine light standing at the bottom of her bed. It was Archangel Gabriel in spiritual form. Gabriel then said, "Do not be afraid, for I am the angel of the Lord." Mary felt the presence of love and listened to what the angel said. Gabriel went on to share Mary's future life, saying she would give birth to a special son and he would be named Jesus and would be known the world over as the King of Kings. Do not be afraid of being this powerful. You are very powerful and you're coming into your power, and Mary is helping you. Mother Mary is helping you do that. And it's through her own story that he is actually describing here that helped her to and you to help you step into your power, because it's you know, she was this very young girl in the middle of nowhere being given this incredible gift. And, you know, you can get into that kind of, who am I? Who am I? Imposter syndrome. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking pile number 3 not to allow yourself to get into, that you are part of the divine plan. You have that divinity within you, that connection. And so whatever connection you're coming into, to embrace the expansion, to embrace it. So I'm going to leave that right there. But pile number 3, you are, that's what this new moon is bringing you. So for those of you who've been feeling it, this is definitely validation that you're going to continue to go higher. For those of you who are just stepping into it, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, and we have a spammer. We were doing well. All right, guys, those are the cards and the piles for this new moon pick a card. If you want any more information about me or my services, please go to guidance311.com. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And just know that I do not support or encourage any solicitors or spammers. And please, no matter who you're working with, energy work, medium, have discernment. All right. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys, and we'll talk soon. Enjoy your Saturday.